guys, this is Jessica.
And this is Robert.
And we are exploring the local life. And today we were going to talk about gifts for the RVer in your life.
Not your typical gifts either.
It says very bad connection. That's not good.
What are you on? Are you on the...
I don't know.
I think we're on the Verizon, so let's give it a try. We'll
We're
keep going.
going to give it
power
a try.
through.
Guys, if for some reason you lose us, please let us know so that we can start over with a better connection.
Yeah, so in this topic, we're going to just be talking about, if you're RV living, you don't have a lot of space for a lot of stuff. And so this gift guide is more key to that sort of stuff. So Jessica, what is your first thing that you're thinking about when you want to give an RVer a gift?
So people love books, right? That's fantastic, but books
are heavy,
they take up space. And in an RV, what do you have?
Not space.
Not space, and you have limited weight also you can carry. So we recommend ebooks. And not just any ebooks, but ebooks for RVers from RVers.
By RVers, yeah.
Hey Nomadic Dane, thanks for joining us. So the first book, sorry, we have a list here, is by We're the Russos. And it's called Take Risks, One Couple's Journey to Quit. I can't read that because you scroll up. Their jobs and hit the open road. So this is definitely a book to inspire the RVer, or excuse me, the wannabe RVer. Somebody that maybe hasn't hit the road yet and wants to see a couple that has done it successfully.
Yep.
We're getting a signal that says very bad connection. If you guys could let us know if it's good or not.
Yeah.
So then book, A Complete Novice's Guide to RV Water Systems, Preventing the full-time or not, and they want to be able to work through their maintenance.
You gotta get up in there and see what's going on, what's blocking you up.
That's right. What happened?
No.
The third book that we're recommending, it's a funny book. So this is for somebody, whether they're new to RVing, already in the life, or a veteran RVer that has a sense of humor. And it is called Tales from the Black Tank. It is by Liz Wilcox. And this is a compilation of short stories from people on the road and some of the funny and weird things that have happened along the way. Let's see who's joined us.
Ralph Fairbanks and Writing with the Oldies.
Hi, welcome. Thank you guys
for
joining us. What? You keep switching around.
I do.
You do. You're supposed to be watching it over there.
I am?
Sorry, we're trying to make sure that that is coming clearly through there, because we keep getting this whole very bad connection thing. That's weird.
Which we're not supposed to be getting a bad connection where we're located.
It's going to be very good today. See, yeah. Nomadic Dane says it's not getting...
Should we try the other Verizon system? Should we try the live again here in a minute?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. It looks like it's okay for right now. Alright, another thing that is fantastic is, let's see, the connection is bad, but it's doable. Okay, thanks, Jerry. So we'll just, every time it says bad connection, we'll pause just in case so that everything lines up. Sorry about that, guys. You know, this is part of RV living.
Sometimes you get a good signal, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
Hey, did you go into what the RV Tales from the Black Tank is about?
I did. That is a compilation of different RVer stories.
Mm-hmm.
About
and
good, bad, funny.
Whose story is in there?
Oh yeah, we have a story in there too.
Yeah. So on this one, we contributed to the ebook.
That's right. We share our own tale from the Black Tank.
Yeah. Now, part of RV living, I gotta go check on the laundry, so I'll be right back.
That's right.
So all you, Jess.
It's gonna be me. I thought you were going the back way.
I'm going the back way.
Yeah, we have 2 doors. So that way, yeah, that's the emergency escape hatch. So the next grouping of things that we're going to talk about is music. So who doesn't want great tunes while you're RVing, right? But that's another thing. CDs, organizing them, carrying them, they take up space. So what do? You download just the tracks, right? Electronic music. And the first recommendation we have is from Drive-In and Vibe-In. I know you guys know who they are. They're great. And they have their CD, right? Among the Giants. And that is a fantastic, fantastic thing to share with somebody because it's inspired by their travels. Another album is from Traveling Robert. I'm sure you guys also know him, right? He does his own music, and he put together, it would be like a 2-disc if you got it physically, but if you get it electronically, it's like 30 songs or something like that. Also inspired by his travels and his experience. And I'm going to have links to all of these things. Hopefully, when we're done with the live, I'll put the link to the blog post that has all of the links, and if I can, I'll put in the individual links as well. Another category of things, which aren't really actually physical things, are memberships. As an RVer, you can take advantage of different memberships for either discounts or for knowledge. One of the ones that we're recommending is from Technomadia. They have this really cool thing. Let me get the name exactly right. It's the Mobile Internet Aficionados membership. This is a membership that's $65 for 1 year, and you can gift it to somebody. So if you have somebody that you know, or even for yourself, right? And you need to have good internet and to make sure that you have everything that you need to conduct a business or even for your own entertainment, this would be a fantastic way to learn about the types of things that you need to maintain that great connection. It looks like maybe we should probably be getting this, since sometimes our internet connection is a little bit, you never know, right? Sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. But if we have all the right supplies, then maybe it would be better, right? Right now we're only using, we have a Verizon MiFi hotspot, and then we also have an AT&T Mobility, which we use to do lives and to also upload all of our videos. Let's see. Oh, and that membership includes exclusive member content, a Q&A forum, and they also have live member-only video sessions to discuss internet needs, and that's available through that membership. Another membership is Boondockers Welcome. I know that you guys have heard how much we love Boondockers Welcome. It is fantastic. It is a way that you can stay on somebody's private property, and it's only like $25 a year for the whole year. So you can go and stay with people, get to know the area, get to know the locals, and be able to save some money. It really helped us out when we went from Florida all the way up to Maine and back again, because there were times that we didn't have a place to stay, and Boondockers Welcome got us through definitely Memorial Day weekend, and also not July 4th. There was another, trying to think what other, there was another event where we didn't have any place to stay. It was a big RVing weekend, and Boondockers Welcome rescued us. Hey Monique from California, thanks for joining us today. Guys, let me know if you're having any issues with the internet, because I could repeat myself. Let me see what else. Another thing is, if you're not sure what the RVer in your life needs, you can get them a gift card. And for us specifically, an Amazon gift card is great because Amazon will deliver anywhere quickly and has so many different products, including actually nearly everything that we're listing here is from Amazon, because we love them, and we are also affiliates with them. So if you do purchase using one of our links, we do get a small commission for that, which is fantastic because it helps us support us to be able to provide you with this information and for us to continue RVing and sharing what we know with you guys. And then the last item that we put on there were actually some of our Redbubble items, such as our t-shirt. We have long sleeve shirts, hoodies, mugs, all that. Yes, it is stuff, but it's stuff that you can actually use. Like, you can, obviously people need to wear shirts, and if you're like us, big coffee drinkers, you can use a mug. Good stuff, right? And of course, that's another thing that helps support us to be able to create content for you guys and to answer your questions. So that is my list. It's fairly small, not a lot, right? And of course, it doesn't take up a lot of space. So if you have any questions or comments about any of these things, if you have Traveling Robert's CD or Driving and Vibin' CDs, please let us know. Share your experience with it or any of the books that we mentioned. And let's see, we've got some folks. Hi Scott, how are you? Oh, XM radio capable sound systems.
I mean, we've had this travel trailer for just 2 years, but even the base model that we've seen other new buyers get have far upgraded sound systems. It's real nice speaker systems, and so it's totally up to whatever somebody wants to put in there as well. I know one of the common brands is the Furrion system, F-U-R-R-I-O-N, and they've also increased their sophistication in what they'll put in a travel trailer. So if you can find it in your car, you can find it in a travel trailer as well.
Yeah, as far as our music, what we do a lot of times too is we listen to YouTube music.
Or Pandora.
Oh, the kids were outside playing, so if you hear some noise, it might be coming back inside. It's a little chilly, or they might be thirsty, so.
You survived? Okay.
Oh my goodness. Anybody else have any questions about anything? We are open to Q&A for a few more minutes if you guys chime in. Otherwise...
Who does the laundry? I do.
I think everybody... If you've been watching us, you probably know this guy right here does the laundry.
Who does most of the dishes?
And the cooking.
Who does the cooking?
But that's not what we're here for. We're talking about RVer
Q&A,
guests.
but we split the labor
Q&A.
because you take care of the kids all day long while I'm at work.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. All right, well, it doesn't actually look like we have a lot of questions or anything coming in, but we thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions watching the replay or anything, please drop them in there. We will be including the link to the blog post and the items that we listed out so that if you are interested in purchasing any of them, you can. Hey, Daniel.
I can't even tell
But thank you so much for watching.
That says hi.
Nice. So leave us a comment. Who edits?
Typically, Jessica does most of the editing.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be doing another video later this week, hopefully coming out on Thursday. Don't know what it's about yet, but yeah, we'll be doing that. I know it says very bad connection.
Okay. Nomadic Dane, yes, you have all that experience with finding boondocking locations and how to actually live. I think you do like 100% boondocking, right? That is great knowledge that people need to know, I think.
Yeah, especially how it is in Europe as well. Here in the U.S., we have 1 billion YouTube channels, and there's not so much out there when it comes at all. Doable. We met some nice folks from Germany while we were in Tennessee this past spring, and they RV in Europe, and they have an RV that they took to South and Central America, and they drove up to the U.S. on their way to Canada. So we know y'all do it, just not so much how.
Right. Hey, Steve, thank you so much. I'm glad that you like what we're talking about. And Sheldon, you were asking what kind of work does he do? Are you asking Nomadic Dane, or are you asking Robert?
If you're asking Robert, me, I work for an airline here in Georgia, and I have to stay within an hour to an hour and a half of the office so I can go in and get my work done and then come back home. It's a great schedule, 4 days on, 4 days off.
Here's let's see, Jill, I put it in the comments there. It's take risks, one couple's journey to quit their jobs and hit the open road.
Yeah, did you put this link in there?
I tried.
Oh yeah,
it's not,
yeah. YouTube doesn't like the link.
Yeah.
If you go to Exploring the Local Life, it's our current, or exploringthelocallife.com. That'll be the first blog, and it'll have links, Amazon links, so we get a small commission if you do purchase something, to all these books and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's a good job. We took 6 months off this spring, and my work was really flexible, and they let me go. How many companies are going to let an employee go for 6 months to do just run around the countryside? So it was really great. I have a great team to work with. We may or may not be doing a lot of time on the road. We're still.
Let's see.
Do we have a backup furnace? Did you talk about our furnace?
I did not.
Our furnace stopped working actually about 5 days ago, 6 days ago. It'd been working this fall. We turned it on 2 or 3 times when it got a little chilly in October. But then it just completely stopped working. The blower would come on, and since the furnace would not light off and start heating, it was shut down. And you know, my awesome skills at mechanical things, I got to the furnace. I opened the front panel to it, closed the front panel, and it started working. Don't know.
It was magic.
It was magic. Yes, it's the Touch E. But we do not have a backup furnace. We do have 2 electrical heaters. If we had no propane or the furnace went out and the electrical heaters weren't working, let's say the RV park loses electricity, we do have a generator that we would then run to power the electric heat. There's also, I'm looking into getting a little portable, I think buddy heater, I think it's called, at like Walmart, and it runs on propane, and you can actually have it inside your RV even though it runs off of propane, which typically you're wary about running anything propane other than your stove. And this little guy is also one of our electric heaters.
So we have backup electric heaters.
So we have backup electric. Backup propane, we may end up getting one of those little buddies for the inside of the RV as an emergency. Of course, double checking that our propane detector is working.
Yes. Let's see, Chris, to answer your question, the best campground. Oh, you didn't tell me you were going to test it.
It works.
Chris, the best. Oh my gosh, now it's going to keep going. The best campground that we have been to, there's 2 of them on opposite ends of the East Coast. In Florida was Escribano Point.
Yep. Bayside Campground at Escribano Point Wildlife Management Area in the Panhandle of Florida near Pensacola and Eglin Air Force Base.
Yes. And that was a dry camping spot. Free
dry camping spot. Beautiful on Blackwater Bay, Pensacola area.
Yes.
It was you, the bears, the snakes, the deer, armadillos, the cat, anybody else that came by. It was just utterly gorgeous.
It was
a spot. Yeah, we have a small article of it on our website, exploringthelocallife.com.
Yes.
And then Jessica, up in Maine.
Yes, at Rustic State Park. So that is like 30 minutes from the Canadian border.
Or
That's
less.
or less, depending on which route you take. Fantastic. It's also a dry camping spot. We did have to pay for it, but in Maine, almost all of them are going to be dry camping unless you're going to be spending like $70 a night. But that was just gorgeous. It was only 30 campsites, so it was pretty quiet, and you didn't get to like see everything going on because the sites were large as well.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was remote.
It was.
And on the side of a mountain by Presque Isle, Maine. If you look it up on Google, you can either try to type a Rustic or just look up Presque Isle in Caribou, Maine, and look for the nearest state park there.
Hi, babies. Let's see. 21 Cent Warren, you guys have base access. Can you
Military
clarify?
base.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Military base? We do not.
No. I'm a military brat, but I've never been in the military. My father, my brothers. My father was Air Force. My oldest brother, Ruben, went in the Army, and my older brother, the middle brother, Raul, went into the Navy. I was on a path to go to the military, but I realized that I'm much better at being asked to do something than told to do something, so I elected not to go in the military.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Eglin Air Force Base in the Panhandle is near Pensacola. So it's on the Gulf Coast of Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, we were, that campground we stayed at was right. We had to, go along fencing and signs that said, do not go this way, right?
Yeah, do not enter
by
Air Force. Yeah, so you actually go along the perimeter of Eglin Air Force Base. So it's not a military campsite. It is a Florida, managed by the state of Florida, a wildlife management area.
Yes.
At Escribano Point, Bayside Campground at Escribano Point Wildlife Management Area.
Yes. Trainwreck 1993. We have not been to Canada as a family. I think we both have traveled to Canada
for brief periods of time, many
separately,
years ago.
way in the way back when I was a kid. Niagara Falls when I was a kid. We did not go this time because the kids do not have passports, and mine is expired.
Mine's about to expire, so I'm starting to wig out here. I got to get a passport renewed.
Yeah, so we need to do that. The plan was not to go to Canada this time either. Our plan wasn't good to go that close to the Canadian border though either.
But we did. We
took
a photo.
Excuse me, we did. It would have been fun to have crossed the border too and been like, oh, we got a coffee in Canada, and then go back.
But didn't want to push it.
But we didn't do that. So before we wrap up though, because it's getting a little bit. Let's see, we're at 20 minutes. We did want to thank our patrons for all of their support.
100%.
They are fantastic, and they are Richard, Balex, Robert, John, Lewis, Justin, Seabriggs, Zenaida, and Rick.
Thank
you
you all.
guys. Yes. And if you're wondering about Patreon, we have a link here in our description that talks about it, and you can check it out and see if you want to support us that way.
Yeah.
Again, because even though we come here and we provide all this awesome free content, I hope it's awesome for you guys. It does take us money to pay for the internet and the things that go into it, plus our time. So
And I think you guys might actually get to see what other RVers we follow. So there's a bunch of other folks out there that we love their content, that we've learned so much from.
Yes.
I mean, I've done some repairs in the RV that I wouldn't have tried without watching YouTube videos from other folks that we see on YouTube as well. So anyways, that's just something that we wanted to put out there.
Okay, we're going to answer one last question from My Single Mom Life. Are we going to travel to Europe? I'm sure at some point we will.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
We don't know when yet, but it is on there.
Yeah. Now Jessica wants to go everywhere on the
Yeah, I do.
planet. I'm a little bit more. I want to go many places on the planet, not everywhere.
We'll
But
see.
Europe is definitely among them. First off, closest thing within range first is Iceland. Iceland is gorgeous. Just haven't ever been there. And then Scotland, England, and Wales, where most of the population speaks English that you can understand.
And maybe we can go visit Nomadic Dane.
Yeah. I would love to see Copenhagen and other areas in Europe.
And the architect, his buildings. What's his name? I can never pronounce it right. Do you remember his name now?
No, I don't.
Oh, anyway.
Starts with a B.
Starts with a B.
The big company.
But anyway, guys, thank you so
Bjarke.
much for... There it is.
The Danish architect Bjarke.
Yeah, we want to
Bjarke.
see some of his
Buildings.
because they seem really cool.
Modern, efficient,
Yes.
user-friendly. So let's wrap it up.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to our patrons. Thank you for all of your support. And we will provide links. So if you want to go shopping, consider shopping via our links. And you would also be supporting other RVers that you also know and love, I think. So
And here comes the big finger.
the big finger. Oh, to stop it.
Thank you all.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Finish.
Finishing?
Finish.
Are we
Yes,
sure?
we're sure.